in that clip. Like he could, like Mans could not believe what he was saying.
Listen, I get it, right? I get it.
Yeah,
But what
somebody had
was?
sent me a video.
Hmm.
So y'all know this re-up notice. This history really is like almost a year old, like back in January of this year. Where when I had first came on Twitter, I saw the nigga Giselle saying he was the first lady of FBA, and I'm like, how the fuck is that happening? And so when I asked the question, and people sending me screenshots of a poll that took place, and this nigga beat women, so now you got a poll of black men and black women voting for a nigga over women. I couldn't understand it, so I had a room about it because I don't understand it to this day because the man still has he's the queen of FBA on his photo on his Twitter right now. And so, because I had a relationship, when I say relationship, we had one sit down together. So I don't want to make it seem like a
Yeah, I got.
relationship,
Yeah, I
right?
understood it.
But we did do a live stream together. So I just asked him, was this real? Because let's say in my community, Israelite community, if some transgender niggas start saying he's the queen or the lead woman or some shit like that, we gonna shut that down. That's whether that nigga is trolling or not is irrelevant. Our position would be clear. We don't condone that. We would condemn it. So I really thought that's what he was gonna tell me. I thought he was gonna say it's a troll. We don't support it. We condemn it or something like that. But he ain't done it. And so that was it for me. And then back then he was talking subliminally about me, talking about he was out to dinner and some nigga text him asking this stupid shit or whatever. And so that was it. And so somebody sent me a video from like 2 or 3 days ago. He has some video where he talking about me, and the picture is like I guess supposed to be a funny picture of me, and I'm a COINTELPRO or Fed Talk, because I'm trying to see why would you let a man be
Hmm.
a woman in the FBA movement. So I just responded to it. I'm direct. I don't do the subliminal shit. I think that shit gay. If you're gonna talk about me, say my name, because I'm gonna say yours. So I just wanted to remind everybody, and I was specific. I wasn't talking about every FBA because I know FBA brothers and sisters that are not necessarily on the app. So I'm not talking about FBA, but on Twitter, them FBA niggas is diabolical because I had a nigga comment on my shit talk about don't talk about the queen like that. And there was a nigga saying don't talk about the queen like that.
Listen, as a self-identified FBI, listen, how that the first lady shit started really. There's a Pan African side of that that really don't agree with the FBA ideology, right? They're like flat blackness, all. If you're melanated, you black, right? African
Hmm.
ancestry. So,
Hmm.
in turn, they started this poll, right? They kind of stole their little stilo and they started this poll and they just made that and they chose the I guess the people in the poll. They took the poll, ran with it, a good portion of them, whether they be Haitian, the little Africans, Jamaicans, they went with it. They made like a cover, what you call that, magazine cover type shit that they posted
Hmm.
on here, and they went
Hmm.
with that narrative. And so that's how that first lady, queen of FBA mantra started. And I think that's what he went by, a troll. It literally was just a troll. But I understand the other interaction of not having that conversation and explaining it, right.
Hmm.
Just brushing it off and say, hey, you're a op, you a fed because of that. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, so if I'm a Fed for being confused about letting a man represent women, I mean, what's a Fed then? What's an
So
op?
let's be very clear.
Hold on.
No, no, no,
He had a
because it's
question.
not your
I want to
it's not your
answer it. I
name,
want to
but it's not
answer
your
it.
it's not your name being drugged through the mud. Now, this man has been talking about me on multiple platforms. I have every right to speak up and defend myself. Now, I'm going to let him finish, but I want to be very clear, Mr. Cesariat. My pronouns are she, her. So if you're going to address the queen, you address me correctly and appropriately. Now,
Well,
if you want to call
can
me
I
a
just call you?
man,
Can I just call
if
you G? Would that be
You
because
don't. That's
that's
Yeah.
the
fine. You
first
don't have to
initial?
listen.
That's the
You don't
first
have to
initial of your name. Can I just call you G?
listen.
I'm not disrespecting you. When people can't pronounce my name, Tazaryach, I'd say, hey, just call me T.
Listen.
So I think that's it. I'm
I'm a
not calling
I
you.
religious
I'm
think
not
I
person as
think
calling you
that's
well.
that.
listen, I
I'm
think
not
that's
calling you.
honest.
I don't play
Yes,
fucking
sir.
make believe. I don't play make
And we
believe.
up,
So to
please,
not disrespect your name, I mean,
please.
disrespect what you want to be called, I'll just say G, which is the first letter of your name.
And that's fair to
Okay, no
Zaria
problem.
because
That's good. That's good.
listen, because guess
But you
what?
said I
I
could
don't
finish though.
listen,
I
because
won't be
guess
even be that
what?
long. I won't even
Hold
be
Yeah,
that.
on.
yeah, let him
Listen,
finish.
I won't be that long.
re
I'll probably
up,
be like 10, 15.
please.
I'll be like 10, 15
This
seconds, and
man
you
has
and
been dragging my name through the mud
I
for
wouldn't
an entire
necessarily say
year.
I wouldn't.
L-
I wouldn't. No, no, that's not true. That's why I won't even be that
Now,
long. I won't. I won't even
Mr.
be that.
Tazariak,
Was I muted or something?
I
Let him
don't
finish
believe in
speaking.
make
Hey,
believe either.
just let me finish
I
real
don't
fast.
believe in
Wait,
make
wait, wait, wait.
Let him
I'll be done in
finish.
like 10, 15 seconds.
re-ups.
Thank you. Let him
You are about to
finish.
piss me
G.
the fuck
No,
off.
no, G. I'll be done in 10. You just said I'm gonna let him finish, which was me. So I'll be
I
10, 15.
don't believe in make believe
All
either, Tazariak. So if I am a man, then you're not an Israelite. Clock it. You want to get nasty? We can get nasty.
well, you actually said it
Now,
reverse. You should be saying if I'm not a woman,
now,
because you said if I'm not a man, I'm
if
calling you a man.
if I'm not a
You might.
woman,
There you go. I got to teach you how to
right?
so-called disrespect me, because you fuck.
If
That's
I'm
how
not a
retarded you
woman,
are.
it was a
You
floor.
are
It was
so
floating
mentally
into.
fucked up. You
I'm
couldn't
not
even know how to
retarded.
correct me.
You're the
That's
one
why you just
around
said
here
if
walking
I'm
around
not
with
a
a
man, you're
crown.
not an
You're
Israelite.
the
When I'm
one
calling
walking
you a
around with a
man.
crown. And
Like
are
you can,
you streaming
if you
this
gonna
on your
step in this
YouTube?
battle, if you gonna step
Are
in this
you
battle,
streaming this on
at
your
least
YouTube? Because I
no,
can come
I'm
on your
not.
YouTube show as well.
No, 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 I'm not. But if
Because
you
I'm
ever
sure
wanted
your
to
people
come,
want to hear from the Queen also.
look,
Can
no,
he
no,
can he get a
no,
word
no.
out?
Thank you. I just want to
Now,
finish, and I'll give you the floor. So,
okay, but if
I have
I'm a
not talked
man,
about this. Wait,
Okay,
wait,
you're
well
not
one.
he
an
said
Israelite.
listen, he said he would agree to call you G to get around that from misgender. We missed
We
past
can
that.
both play
We're
that.
not gonna sit here and belabor that point. Be quiet, let him finish, and then you'll be able to speak. Chill out.
So, I have not talked about this since January. The only reason I talked about it now is because I was sent videos where Tariq has a picture of me saying I was COINTELPRO or Fed Talk because I spoke about something back in January. So that's why I'm speaking about it. So you're really catching a stray this time, G. You're not really the subject. I was just saying that how am I COINTELPRO when all I'm asking is was it legit that y'all let a man a transgender woman, a man that
Thank
identifies as
you.
a woman,
Because you've been
or
mispronouncing what I
I
am.
don't know why
I'm
you
not,
gotta interrupt. I'm not gonna interrupt you when you talk.
but you've been saying
But
that I'm
I'm
a
not
trans
gonna
Stop
woman, and that's
interrupt.
not what I
I'm
interrupting.
am.
not gonna interrupt you when you talk. Like you got to control yourself. The man in you should be able to control yourself.
No, you need to control
Hey,
yourself.
But the
You
man
need
in
to
stop
you,
control
I mean,
yourself.
let that sizzle in your spirit. You still got a man mentality. That's why you act aggressive because you a man.
There's nothing aggressive about me.
Then
There's
shut your
nothing
mouth.
aggressive
If
about
there's
me.
nothing aggressive about you, then shut your mouth.
hey
There's
G,
nothing
At
he
aggressive
lost
least
about
that
me,
one.
T. Let me
be
be very
trans
clear.
submissive. Can you be
Let me
trans
be very
submissive?
clear, T.
Hey, Rhea, you
Let
think
me
she
be
could be
very
trans
clear, T.
submissive? She can't
No,
even be
but
trans
Let
let's
me be
not.
submissive.
very
This is
clear.
man. Can
At
y'all
I
let
am
least
him?
be trans.
definition
Can you be trans
re-ups.
submissive at least? Can you be
Can you
trans
let him
submissive?
finish?
Let me
This
finish.
has
I could
nothing to
have
do
been
with you.
done.
This is between
I
me and
could
this
have been.
person. So you need to take a step back. Now, T, let me be very clear. Since you're gonna call me G, I'ma call you T. Don't get it twisted. I am divine femininity, and don't you get it twisted, sir. Now, I'll go back on my mute. You want to get nasty? That's what we can do. I'm not intimidated by you or anybody in your cult. You want to speak truth? Let's speak about a cult.
Go back on. See, now he
Because
left.
between FBA,
That was the point I was trying to make, and I told you that.
Well, he's still here.
No, he dropped down. You gotta chill out. God
Tazaryach,
damn.
you still
Nobody
here?
wanna argue with you and like wanna have to compete to fight with you on the mic. God damn. Y'all gotta know how to like it's a little give and take.
he did not leave. He probably lost audio. This is not my first conversation with this man, and it's not going to be the last. Please.
Listen, you need to have some fucking decorum.
Was I had walked too far from my Wi-Fi, and so I
Thank
had to
you.
leave.
Exactly. So
I
go
had to
back
leave
on
and
your
come back.
mute.
So, but no, what I was saying though. is maybe you want to try trans submission because you keep talking while I'm talking. So what I was saying was, you really catching a stray. You're the subject matter. I agree, but the reason why I'm talking about it, I didn't talk about this since January. But when I'm told I'm a Fed and I'm a op by Tariq because I asked the question, I'm going to address it. So you have a right to respond. I'm not controlling that. But I'm just letting you know there was nothing that you did that made me talk about this. I ain't even been on Twitter. I don't be on Twitter like that. Like sometimes I stream my rooms when I do, but I ain't even been on Twitter like that. But when I heard it and they sent it to me, I just responded to it. So you really catch it astray. But don't say that I've been talking about you for a year because that's a lie. I haven't talked about you since January. You don't mean anything to me. I'm pretty sure I don't mean anything to you. Floor is yours.
So you absolutely don't mean anything to me because I don't recognize Buster. So let's keep that straight, Buster. Now, you just told a lie because a video was just released with you talking about me. Now, you may have not called me by name, but you insinuated of who you were speaking about, and everyone knows my name because you can put my name on YouTube and multiple videos will come up from the content that you have created. T. So, if we're going to tell the truth, tell it all. You may have not said my name, but you have referenced me this entire year. Now, I don't know what the deal is with you and Tariq. I don't know if your feelings are hurt. I don't know if you were trying to be Tariq's best friend and he dismissed you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? But you and the Israelites have had my name in y'all mouth for an entire year on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitter X, and Instagram. Now tell me I'm lying because I can pull up the receipts.
I can't speak for every Israelite. I can speak for myself. When I was being interviewed and I was talking about FBA and the weird shit that goes on Twitter, I mentioned it. But that's just on subject because I'm asked. But to talk about you specifically, no. Again, the subject is just, I think we was talking about homosexuality, we was talking about trans, and how could any straight men allow a trans woman to represent them as the queen? That just don't make sense to me. But for a whole year, no. But if I'm ever asked about it, I do talk about it. And I don't say names because I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by anybody. I talk about what's current. I answer questions that I'm asked. So when it comes to Twitter and you calling yourself, I think you're on video telling Charleston White that if Tariq Nasheed is number one, you're number two. I don't understand how the niggas on here that say they FBA is standing for this shit. I'm just confused about the shit. Like how what real nigga is like, yep.
Nobody takes Giselle serious.
I ain't heard nobody
Excuse
I
me.
don't know. It's
First of
different. It's
all,
different.
this
In
man
my
just
world,
told a
hold
lie.
on, G.
No, no,
Hold on, G.
no.
Wait. But
12
but you
days
gotta let me
ago,
finish.
there's a
I didn't
video.
interrupt you.
12
I
days,
didn't
I
interrupt you.
understand that, but I'm not going to let you lie on my name. 12
I'm
days
not
ago,
lying on you. He
12
said you're
days
not
ago,
relevant. I didn't say that.
I'm very relevant. 12 days ago,
But
there's
I
a
didn't say.
video
But
on
I didn't say
YouTube with
that.
you bringing my name up. 12 days
Okay.
ago.
Again, in that
12
video,
days.
no problem. In that video, I'm asked about FBA and Tariq Nasheed and the movement. And so I gave a story about that. That's why I said, January, I haven't talked about you. But when I'm asked a question, I'm going to answer the question and then give my opinion. And that's my opinion of the FBA on Twitter. That's why I was specific. If you look at the video, when I put the words in there, I said I'm on no disrespect to the FBA. I'm only talking about on Twitter. So when we got to the subject of Tariq Nasheed, that's the memory that he's left me. The memory that he's left me is that the nigga said I'm a troll and try to downplay me just asking him if this was legit or not. Because, like I said, with Charleston White, you said Tariq's number one, you're number two. I ain't seeing nobody. If you was look, for the sake of argument, let's say if you was in the Israelite space and you said what you said to Charleston White, you put on X what you saying, like you the number two in the Israelite community. we be condemning you left and right. We wouldn't even stand for it. We would be talking about it. We would be making sure that everybody knows that you're not affiliated with us. It doesn't seem to be that way on Twitter when it comes to you. It seems like it's accepted. And so that's my opinion. And that's why I don't take FBA on Twitter seriously. It's a fucking joke to me because they allow a trans woman, a man who pretends to be a woman, to be the queen when there's other women and you think that they were venerated. And what mind boggled me back in January is how men and women, and so I have to disagree with Rhea that says it's a troll and that G don't matter because it was men and women defending G against me. So you can't tell me it's a troll. You can't tell me it don't matter if people that are FBA are defending him or excuse me, G. So it's hard for me to believe that.
So I would say again because outside of I think with it being an ethnonym, with FBA being an ethnonym, right? Not identify with a political movement or anything. I'm talking about this label saying, "Hey, I'm foundationally black, right? Descendants of American chattel slavery." And that's how I think it comes up to. I don't think you want to like because then now you're looking like something else outside of just being right that ethnonym that means something for this ethno group. I don't see how you would put anybody out or tell a black American what they're not, even though if they're gay or whatever they identify with, right? Gay, trans, whatever. So that's how where I come at with it. So how you know now
No, but
keeping
see, Rio,
keeping
that's
folks and
okay.
certain topics out of conversations I hear, but I'm saying if it's an ethnonym like
Hmm.
it's described as, you can't put anybody out. You can't.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to control who could be it. See, and that's what I'm glad you said that because that's what I want to make clear. And y'all FBA movement, y'all can have whatever y'all want in it. What I don't understand is how your queen is a man. I want that very clear. Your queen is a trans
Who is
woman.
the man?
I think
Where?
that's a
Where's the
troll.
Listen,
man?
listen.
Where's the
You're the
man?
man. Listen,
Where's
you're the
the
man.
man? Show
Y'all
me.
got two niggas as the
Show
king
me.
and queen of
Where's the
FBA.
man? Where's the man?
So Rhea,
Where?
that's the only
Who?
thing
Who the
I'm talking
man?
about. When you talk, we
Who?
hear man. We hear
Who?
retarded man. You. When you
Who?
talk, we hear
Who's the
retarded nigga
man?
talking.
Who's the
That's what we
man?
hear.
Who's
We
the
don't
man?
hear you the
Who's the
man.
man? Cause all I see is the beautiful natural blonde. And that's what the men see. They
You
see a
ain't nothing
beautiful natural
natural blonde
blonde.
about you. Your hair ain't naturally
And
blonde.
if and if
Your
I
breasts ain't
and if
natural. Your voice ain't natural. There's
it is
nothing natural
natural,
about you.
it's all
No, it's
natural.
not.
It's what
It's
God
not
blessed me.
natural.
salute the Ed
It's all
Lover. You the
natural.
man.
It's
Yeah,
all
salute to
natural.
Lover for that.
It's
When I was
all
saying that,
natural,
I was
sir.
thinking of the
It's
movie Who's the
all
Man myself when
natural.
I was saying that.
It's all
Man,
natural, and
ain't
it's
nothing
what
natural
God
about
blessed
your
me
retarded
with.
ass. If you don't get the fuck
Now,
out of here,
you
so
want to know
Rio,
what's not natural on you?
the only issue I was talking
What's
about
not natural on you
was
is that you
the
think that you're from
queen part.
Israel.
So
That's not
If y'all
natural,
decide,
sir.
if y'all
We both
decide
can play
y'all
that
want
game.
gays to be a part of your movement, I've seen it everywhere. Civil rights had gays. Bayard Rustin was in there. Black Lives
And
Matter,
how
two
dare you?
lesbians.
And how dare
So,
you
but
insinuate the
they never.
great,
And
Let's
you know
go,
what's
amazing,
funny? I
Tazaryach.
spoke
profound
against.
Let's go,
Bayard
Tazaryach.
Rustin?
Let's go,
And let me tell you,
Tazaryach.
How dare
with Black
you?
Lives Matter, I spoke against Black Lives Matter because y'all are similar when you think about it. The Black Lives Matter was founded by two lesbians and said we're about the man, excuse me, the woman, child, and the parent.
yeah,
They
we
didn't
don't we
include the
don't
man.
advocate for
And the
BLM.
FBA,
Uh-uh.
y'all got two niggas as y'all head on Twitter. You got Tariq and a nigga that was born a man but identifies
Hold
as a
on.
woman
Wait, how
today.
about this though? If you're saying that this person is all I just heard you say they not stable, they just talking all this shit. I'm gonna go with that too, right? If you gonna put it in that,
Right?
I'm gonna go with they not
Right?
stable. They just calling themselves that off a troll,
Right?
and
I'm with you.
I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
and just big FBA. That's where I'm gonna go with it too.
So
Yeah,
But
that's
we
what
can't,
I
yeah,
we
that's
just
what I'm
can't.
would
saying.
like
So
to
can't nobody
say,
so what I don't understand is why anybody is getting mad at me. Y'all should be like, fuck it, that's what it is.
well, that
We
is
got
well,
G.
that
We
is what it is. That's
that's
what
what
they've been
that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
But because
Hey G, you
you,
ain't gotta say that to me, you
that's
gotta
what
say that
they've
to
been
them. But
saying.
to the outside world where black men are constantly removed, where black men are constantly not taken serious, where black women listen, there's no you trans women
That was an accident. Accident. I was coming back in. Go ahead.
Oh my bad. Trans women, y'all are the most
Andreas, you need
chauvinistic
to correct this
species
title.
on the planet because trans women have convinced women that it doesn't matter your insides, it only matters your outside. Trans women have convinced women that if I got titties, I'm just like you. So they get fake titties. If I got a booty, I'm just like you. So they go get a fake ass. If I get surgery or take testosterone to take the bass out of my voice, I'm just like you. That's chauvinistic because you're making a woman less than because a woman is more than that. And in America, with the attacks on black people since buck breaking, since making a man put on a dress in Hollywood, it's appalling to me that a group that call themselves foundational black American are not trying to have anything foundational in their roots as far as what represents them. So to let a trans woman be a queen instead of letting a woman be a queen is diabolical. That is diabolical. It makes
Okay,
no sense to me. Like
okay, so
how does that not make sense to the men in the room? How do the
okay,
men in the room? How do y'all now? How do y'all feel? Like it don't even matter how I feel. Like I'm gonna leave this room. I got a live stream to do in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave this room. I'm gonna go about my day. But y'all niggas on Twitter got to see this nigga say that he the queen of y'all shit.
okay. So are you finished? Because see,
Yeah, I'm
you wanted
finished.
to come in here and give your nasty
I didn't
bigoted.
ask for a room to be created.
You
Somebody
wanted.
told me the room was created. I asked re-up if it was. I said if he do it,
I'm
let me
reclaiming my
know.
time. I'm reclaiming my time. So you wanted to come in here and give this nasty, twisted, bigoted version. I know who you are and what your organization
This ain't
stands for.
bigoted. I
Listen,
want a woman to be a queen
I
of
did not
FBA. I don't want a
interrupt
man to
you.
be the queen of
I did
FBA.
not
I just
interrupt you,
want a woman
sir.
to be the queen. I tell you what,
I did not interrupt
denounce
you.
that man throne. Y'all got two kings. Denounce that man throne and put a real woman on that throne.
I did not
How about that?
interrupt you, and I would like to
Let's put. Hey,
respond
y'all should
to
put a
what you
poll up.
said.
Should a real woman be up on the throne? Like, why? How long you gonna disrespect a real woman and take the title of queen? That's
Can
you. That ain't me.
can I
I'm fighting for
respond?
women. I'm fighting for the women of
Can I
FBA to
respond?
stop letting niggas
Can
control
I
y'all.
respond?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Thank
can.
you. Now, so let's be very clear. You only wanted to come and participate in this conversation because you saw it as an opportunity to spread hatred and bigotry. You see, the difference between FBA and your organization is the FBI lists your organization as a hate group because that's what you are. Let me tell you something. I am very proud to be black. I am very proud to be a black American. I am very proud to be of African descent. I don't have to cosplay who I am. I know what I am. But do you know what you are? Do the people in your organization know what you are? And you want to talk about disrespecting women? Let me tell you something. Black women are the earth. I am not a genetic biological black woman, and don't you ever put that out there. I have never stated that I am a transgender American and I am a human. And there's nothing that you or the bigots in your organization can do to change that. But you want to talk about bigotry and disrespecting women? Women have no place in your organization. Women play second fiddle to the man in your organization. They're not allowed to do anything. Women in your organization are not allowed to express themselves. It's 2025. You want women to play a secondary role to the man when it should be the woman's choice how she reacts. But I won't speak for women. But you're not going to proclaim that I have an issue with genetic, organic women. I do not. Let's be very clear. It is your organization, it is the Israelites that treat women like property and not the queens that they are.
So,
Sir,
so, uh,
I'm not
so it's
finished.
interesting. I'm sorry.
I
My
am
bad. My
not
bad.
finished.
My bad. My bad. You
Now,
got it.
I know that you Israelites are accustomed to talking down on women and thinking that women are less than men and not equal to you, but you've met your match tonight. I am T.S. Giselle, and don't you or the Israelites ever forget it. I'm every girl's dream, every man's fantasy, and I am an equal to you. That is why you really don't like me. And you don't think that people like me, that present like me, have a place in this world. Well, I'm here to tell you, we have a place in this world. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. You can continue to preach your hate on YouTube. You can preach your hate on Twitter. You can preach your hate on TikTok. That's why you have the problem with FBA. And let me be very clear, FBA is just a cultural lineage. You can never deny me my culture, my lineage, and my heritage. I am very proud to be who I am. Do you understand? And this is why
Um,
the government lists your organization as a hate group.
so
Sir,
it's interesting that I'm told I'm cosplaying when I'm talking to a nigga with fake titties and a fake ass. It don't get no more cosplaying than that. Secondly, I am very specific about what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your right to identify as a foundational black American. I'm talking specifically that you, born a man, transition to a woman, gets to be the queen when there are women that should be that role. And then you brought up how we're on the white man's hate group. Anytime you talk about black love and calling white people for the crimes that they committed, you are going to be a hate group. That's not a big deal to me. As far as our women go,
how can you
you
promote
asked me not to
how can
interrupt you, and
Don't
so I
interrupt.
stopped.
Don't
You
interrupt.
asked
Don't
me not
interrupt.
to interrupt. Thank you. So when you talk about our women, what I want to start off first, the top woman in our school is a natural born woman. There is no top woman in the Israelite community that's a fucking man. That I can tell you. There is no woman in our community that is a woman, excuse me, born a man, transitioned to a woman, and we say, we're going to call you the top. Because I want everybody to pay attention. Don't let nobody spin what I'm saying. If FBA, which is just a race of people that y'all identifying no different than the term African American, colored, XYZ, I get it. And so you're not a monolith. So if in y'all thing, if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're lesbian, if you're bi, if you're normal, whatever it is, you're still considered FBA. Y'all probably consider me FBA. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is how y'all let a nigga transition to a woman be your queen. Because in our community, when you say they abuse, I would have to vehemently disagree. I just recently did a tour of my schools across the United States. Our women do great things. Our women are in charge of education in our schools, our GD programs. Our women are in charge of our 501c3 programs. Our women do great things. The only thing a woman can't do in our community is sit at the top and teach class as far as over the men. But if our women taught other women, that's fine. If our women taught the children, that's fine. But there's men to teach men and men to lead the class. Outside of that, a woman can do whatever it is she wants. We got lawyers, we got doctors, we got nurses, we got all that. We got farms, we have all of that. So when you try to paint the narrative and try to spin it like our women are abused, that's just not the case. So back on subject, the issue that I'm addressing that y'all are okay with in the FBA on Twitter is that a man can be a woman and be your queen. That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I think we've had pushback from a lot of FBA women, right, on the troll again, because this came from a Pan African flat black side of the app who are again they're not with this content.
Mm.
So when they went with this and that troll, a couple folks picked up on it, and that's where we are. I don't think we were with it, nor would we have come up with that list of let's say candidates to be chosen, right? If we would have chosen that on this side of the app, I don't think that's who would have been voted. But again, it was who held the poll, who nominated this person, and who even put this person in the nominees, right? That's what I.
Yeah, so G was competing against real women, right?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And so the people that voted chose the trans woman over real
A
woman.
bunch of
And
Haitians.
for
Yep, a bunch of Haitians and not yeah, what we consider tethers. It was a bunch of tethers who chose this. So
You know
I
that
I don't
think
care who chose I don't know that. How would I know that? I
Because
don't know that.
It's not
When you
what
when
he
you
you.
say
doesn't.
when you
He
say
ain't, he's not
don't
aware.
assume
He's not
don't
aware.
assume don't
That's why he
assume
was asking.
you should ask.
That's why he was
Like
asking.
re and I'm glad I'm glad you the one running this room because when I asked this back in January, I actually just re-uploaded that video from January because people thought I was capping. They thought I knew this and I didn't know that. I don't know that. That's why I was asking back then, because
Sir,
all I'm being shown, and all women. Listen, right now, women are texting me, telling me how G attacks women, because that's what men do. How G threatens women, because that's what men do, and how they don't agree with that. So there's women that call
who?
themselves FBA that got an
Who?
issue with it.
Who?
There's men that should like men should have an issue with it.
Not
So
an
Who?
if you
issue.
actually so
Who?
now just think about this
Who's text you? Who's
as G
text
just tried to
you?
say
Who's text you?
Hold on. Hold on.
as G just tried to
Rhea,
say
stay out of
that
this. This man has drugged my name through the mud.
as
Stay out of
G
it. This
just
is a
all I
conversation
want to do
between me and
but
Tazaryach.
when you spoke I let you speak though, so let me finish and then I'll give
And
you
I
the floor.
thank you. I got a
No,
rebuttal
I
for
would
you, sir.
no problem. And so for you to say that we hate women, but you're calling yourself the queen of the FBAs, there ain't no more hatred because if you loved women, you know what you'd have said? I'm gonna take a back seat on this one. I'm not the queen. I could never be the queen. Let me venerate the natural born woman and let her be it. But instead, because men are dominant and they think they're dominant, you still have a man's mental domination. And so your dominant brain said, fuck that. I'm the motherfucking queen. That's what you said. And so you hate women because if you loved the black women of the FBA, you would have took a back seat to those women, but you didn't. And so now those women got to see once again where this in the LBGTQ telling us we can't have our power is now black men or a man born a woman now telling us the same thing. So it's you that hate women, not me. I'm done.
Okay, so let's be very clear. In your cult, I understand that women are not equal to men, but that is not how I was raised. You see, the reason that I can be visible is because I'm visible. Women have no place in society other than bearing your children in your cult.
That's a lie.
Women cannot even show their flesh because of what you say. Women have no ability to learn, to show who they are, to even choose who they marry. So, what I want to allow you to do is to insinuate that I hate women. So, you want to talk about women's rights? Let's talk about how Hebrew Israelites treat women and what they can do, who they can date, who they can marry, how they can dress. They can't even show their hair.
Who said that though? Where's your proof of
So,
that?
before you come for me and who I am, you may want to look at your
But where
own.
do they say?
Excuse me, I am not finished, sir. I did not interrupt you, and I would appreciate it
That's a
if
lie.
you don't
But I
interrupt
won't
me.
interrupt you again. No, you did interrupt, but I
So
won't interrupt you again.
you will not use how I present to the world to condemn me over a troll. It is a troll, but I am far more concerned about how you treat black women and how you respect women. I know many women
So you
that
saying you
belong.
didn't mean it when you say you was the
Please,
first FBA lady? So you
please,
saying you was trolling?
please,
You yield, right? You
please,
concede?
please. I know
I'm
many
trying to
women.
understand. Are you
Hold on, Brad.
conceding? Are you
And he got
I
to
are
know
you
many
tap
let
dance
him
women.
like
finish, bro.
Gregory
I
Hines?
know
Are you
many
saying that I
women.
didn't mean that? Yes.
I know many women that belong to your cult, sir. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't
so
know what
when you
takes
say
place. I don't know if those women are abused mentally,
right,
verbally, or
right.
physically.
So when you say things, I'm gonna just now in this part, right? As I'm talking, if
And
you
I'm
interrupt
not
me on
finished. I am not finished.
no, I was gonna ask a request. I was just gonna ask
I
a
am
request.
not
That's all.
finished, sir. Okay? Now, you said, why would I not take a back seat? Because guess what? I don't have to take a back seat because I don't associate with insecure women. The Hebrew Israelite women may be insecure, but the beautiful black sisters that I know, they love me and I love them back. They're not insecure. I interact on a daily basis with secure women. They're secure enough to know that they are the queens of the earth, that they birth life, and that Tia Giselle is no threat to them. They're
But you
secure.
number two
I
though.
have
But you number
support.
two
I
though.
have support of
You
many women.
you number
What you
two though.
will not do, my biggest supporters, sir, are actually biological black women. And what I won't allow you to do is to paint a narrative
And
that I am a
make sure
threat
them lights
to
get set up.
them.
I know my phone
That's
ring,
what
but
I
make
won't
sure them
allow
lights
you
get
to
set
do,
up.
sir. I will not
All right.
allow you
Meaning like
to
set up
form a
good where they bright.
narrative that I
All
am
right.
a threat to women. I am not. Do not ever compare the women that I know to those insecure,
Mm.
battered women in your organization.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna show with that. So no women are battered. And what I was gonna say was when I lay out these points, if you address something that I say as a point, and we could actually have a back and forth, I don't mind if you interrupt me this time, right? So when you brought out we control who they marry, we don't control who they marry, but both Israelite men and Israelite women have rules of who they can marry as far as you have to marry someone that's an Israelite. You can marry whoever you want. They don't even like meaning this. Like as an Israelite man, if I was to meet a woman and she doesn't follow the Israelite way, but she's black, I can be with her. Same thing with an Israelite sister. If the Israelite sister decides to get with a brother and he doesn't follow the Israelite way, he can get with her too. We don't control like that. That's a lie. As far as what they can do with their hair, our women could do whatever they want with their hair. But when we're in class, the Bible says that men have to have their head uncovered, and the Bible says women have to have their hair covered. So when we're in class, their head is covered. But when they're not in class, they can do whatever they want with their hair. They can shave their hair, they can put weave in their hair, they can put a bonnet, they can do whatever it is they want in their hair. So this rhetoric that you're spilling just don't fly. I just broke down the educational
Now,
systems that they set up
Tazaryach,
for us. Hmm.
is it or is
Yes.
it not true that before you can be married, it has to be approved and not by the woman?
No, that's in what capacity are you saying that? So
So
when
are
I mean
you
what I mean
telling
is wait,
me,
let me explain what I
wait,
mean.
no,
Wait,
no,
let me
no,
explain
no,
what.
no.
No, no,
Are you
I'm trying
telling
to
me,
explain to you our
are
rule.
you,
Wait.
hold
If
on.
let me tell you. Hold on one second. Let me just tell you what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So in my
and then
school,
Pain, and then let me jump in, and then but go ahead.
okay, so in my school, if a brother or sister, this is not a gender rule, this is both of us. So if you come into our school, and let's say if I'm a student in the school, if I want to talk to a sister in my school, I have to get permission to court her. If a sister wants to talk to a brother in my school, she has to get permission to court. That's both of us have to get permission because what we try to do is make sure the brother or sister understands what getting the relationship means. But if that same brother or sister meets a brother or sister outside of the school, those rules don't apply. So in the capacity of our school, that rule applies to both of us. Like I can't just see a sister in my school and then just get her. I can't do that. Neither can she do that to me. So that's not a gender thing. That's both of us. That's rules in the school.
Okay, I'm just going to say this for 30 seconds. I'm just going to read this passage from the Hebrew housewife Israelite marriage. In like manner, you married women, be submissive to your own husbands, subordinate yourselves as being secondary to them and dependent on them and adapt yourselves to them. Sounds like women have no place in modern society in your
What is that
organization. Thank
from?
you.
That's not my. That's not nothing from my
You can go to
organization.
the hands.
What I'm
You can go to the
no
hands.
no what I no what I no what I'm saying is what you just read. I'm not saying what you read is valid or
It's
invalid,
very
but that
valid.
does
That's
not
why you
exist.
won't condemn
That
it.
no what I no no
He
no
said it's
no
not from his
that's not
organization.
from my organization. At the end of each class, like my class just ended right now, and what we have at the paperwork for our school. Let me just say that. Let me just yeah. I'll
Bruh, you
land
gotta
after I
wait,
say this.
bruh.
In our school, at the end of each class, we say rules for new brothers and sisters. Rules for new brothers and sisters. The brother and sister is off limits. You are to shed yourselves of the world. If you have an interest in a brother or sister, you are to contact your camp leader and express interest. That's the rules of our school. What you just read is nowhere in existence in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's the name of my school, ISUBK. So we don't have that. Now, could that exist in somebody else's? Maybe, but I don't know what that is that you read to validate it or invalidate it.
Yes, sir. What?
But one last thing, but I spoke about the education that our women do. Our women set up our food drives. Some cases they work with our prison programs, set up our 501c3s. We like our women to be out there working. We don't stop them from doing anything except being a priest, because the Bible says a woman is not a priest. That's the only thing she can't do. Everything else she could do.
Yes, sir. Paige, jump in there.
All right, good. You can hear me.
Yeah,
Everyone can hear me.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, Tazaryach?
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on, brother?
so but
got
it's
you,
not
Brad,
the
and then
things
beauty.
that
No, what's
it's not
up?
the things that I'm gonna be quick. It's not the things that you
I'm battling
saying.
Giselle on this fucking Twitter bullshit. The nigga. Yeah.
Hey, but look,
So
y'all, it's not the
Exactly.
things that
And you
he's.
tell them people I'm coming to your show. It's over. That video, a video was posted from your organization, sir. It's hundreds of comments, thousands of views. I'm coming to YouTube to address all you N words. The Queen addresses.
All right,
Go ahead, Paige.
The Queen
all right. So it's
addresses the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Practical Knowledge, and I'm going to teach you some knowledge.
so it's not about what he's saying. It's about what he's not saying, right? So 2 years ago, Tazaryach appeared on No Jumper with Whack 100 and Tariq, right? Um, and they showed unity because Esau started acting up, so they unified to go against what Esau was attempting to do. A month and a half later, once again on Adam 22, Whack 100 revealed that that was going to be an impromptu debate that Tariq was not aware of. Basically, an ambush, right? Okay, so now about 9 months later, 9 to 12 months later, about a year later, Tazaryach appears in spaces. I believe he was in a ham space cultivating. But we got him out of there. Then he started coming into the other side of FBA spaces, right? So we started breaking that down. He'll appear once a week, twice a week, something like that. No big deal. We letting them know what Foundational Black Americans is about. And then we got off into various other subjects, right? No big deal. Maybe about 3 months later, then the poll comes out, right? And so maybe in the beginning, he had the same question, like, what's this? What's this? But when it happened, he was currently in a foundational Black American space. At which time, by the way, I was in the space. So we all took turns explaining who the people were and how they oppose the foundational Black American movement and the motive behind creating such a vote, right? And that's what we get into. We get into motive, right? You get into motive, trying to unpack this thing, right? So now he was aware, because what we're saying, what I'm hearing everyone telling right now, especially Rip, you just said there's a bunch of Haitians, this, that, and the third. We did that already, right? So he put it up, disappeared, right? So now who gets into office? What shifts? What changes? Right? Who does foundational Black American advocate for getting deported up out of everything? Right? Now, as early as tonight, uh, General Johanna was in a live. The pink, you slide it over, you see the pink, you see the lives. I go in there, right? Because I've been watching ISUPK for a minute before I even got on Spaces, right? So I'm very familiar, very familiar. General Johanna was just professing how if Issachar and Judah get together, we'll rock the earth, right? So right now, Issachar is under heavy pressure from Esau. And right now, currently in the spaces, who is for that or who shows no opposition to that? Foundational Black Americans definitely don't have any opposition to it for the most part. People that are well outspoken, right? So that brings the why. That's the motive. right?
Yo,
And
is Ithakar and any name that you name, are these people homosexual or
Hey,
trans,
brother.
bro? I'm trying to
no,
understand
no,
where you're taking this, bro.
Hey, Brett. Can you tell me?
No, no, no,
Hey,
no.
Brett.
It's
Issachar
like
Hey,
is
you're
wait.
making me
Hold
somebody
on to the
else,
other
bro, and
brother
I'm
that.
trying to
Mexican.
understand. Like,
Hey, wait,
are you
hold on,
Yeah,
talking
I'm
hold on,
just
about
hold on,
trying.
hold
gay
Wait,
on.
or
wait, wait.
transsexual
Hold on,
people?
hold on.
Issachar is
Can you
Is that
just
Mexican.
the
tell me?
stands of people
Issachar
that
is
Wait,
just say
wait.
certain
Hey,
Mexicans.
shit
bro.
name? I'll put
Hey,
my
who the
hand up.
brother
I'm
Issachar is
that?
put my hand up.
Mexicans.
It's confusing.
Thank you. I
Yeah, you put
appreciate
your
it.
hand
Hey,
up, man.
I think that's Brett talking, right? Brett, that's you
No,
talking,
no,
right?
that's paid, man. That's paid. But
Pay.
Issachar
Okay,
is
pay. When you
Mexicans.
can, but before you do that, when you say the motive, what's the motive that you're talking about?
You in here defending Issachar against the opposition, the people that's
I'm
against your
not.
brother, your
I'm not.
fellow
Okay. Well,
Israelites.
you are. You okay? So
Because
what you're
because
doing?
this
Wait. Hold
why
on.
now?
What you are doing
Why
then
now?
is then what you are doing then is spinning because
Oh,
ain't
I'm
nobody
levying
in here.
heavy
Ain't.
charges. I'm
Oh, I
levying
understand
heavy
that, but that's not.
charges.
Listen, you can do that on a different day. As a matter of fact, when I go live, which I'm setting up
Yeah,
my
go
live
live.
now,
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
just
go live.
listen, brother, relax, just listen. Because to say that the motive is to talk about Issachar when this has just been Captain Tazaryach versus G this
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
time,
So
that you
No,
kind of
no,
off
no,
subject.
no,
Because
no. I
unless you
know.
tell you,
I
so
know. I
you can't.
am.
If when I ask you, okay, then so can you just
I
mute
am.
up? And because I don't have a lot of time, so can people that want to ask
yeah.
about the actual subject can they talk?
Hmm.
You just wasted five
No, no, no.
minutes.
No,
Hey,
you
hey,
just
Rio,
Yeah.
I would move him
you're
Yeah.
down.
All
I
right.
would
using
move him
this.
All
down and
right.
bring
My bad,
somebody else.
Pay.
You,
My bad. My bad. It went
Yeah,
easy. Go ahead, Brett, and then Miss Shantae.
Yeah, this what I want to say. I'm gonna keep it short and simple, bro, because I want to say salute to the cap, bro. Uh,
salute back,
you
brother.
know, nigga took out the head versus the body. We are of like minds, right? He's a mercenary as well. This is for Giselle and anybody else who wants to question the man's motive, bro. His motive stands on moral. And so when we
Thank
start
you.
talking about women, so-called black women, and you're a man trying to question how a man deals with black women, it's asinine, right? Because the person that you're talking to just do. Sometimes a lot of you niggas like you need to do your research and you need to do your homework because you find yourself in a fucked up position like I'm about to put you in. And I'm not gonna say no names because I don't like to bring up nightmares. I watched this man go into a room and debate a black man who had black women with him. And Tazaryach seen something that was off in that room. We talking about close quarters. And he checked every woman in that room and the role that they was playing and how they was maneuvering. Jump skip a decade later, everything that he said was tried, tested, and true. It was the goddamn truth. He wasn't lying. He was trying to save them women, and he was spot on from the shit that he was speaking to that he didn't even know that he was
Oh,
speaking to. My nigga stands on. He's coming from a different perspective that you niggas want to get up here and clout chase and just do your research, bro. I watched that nigga try to save black women. They didn't want to listen, but he told them the truth. And the truth revealed itself, bro. Go do your research on this nigga, man. In real time, he does this, bro. You might not agree with some of his stance. Yo, he banging on it. It don't matter. He's moving from a standpoint of his moralic principle. So let's take it from, if y'all know who I'm talking about. And salute. I don't think nobody ever called that out, bro. Like salute to what you was doing in that
Yeah, I
room.
appreciate that, brother.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. You was just ahead of your time, and you seen something that other people didn't see, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you try to save them
Mm-hmm.
women and put them on, but in a respectful manner. But the truth still had to be revealed. So now we're talking about this day and time.
Wow.
He ain't said nothing wrong. FBA has to get together and answer the question that he asked, bro, because it's a realistic question. Is this part of your foundation? Is this part of your principle? Why bang on a nigga? Why get mad at a nigga that's asking a valid fucking question? It ain't like he put this on Giselle. He been listening to this motherfucker for months, And it dawned on
Well,
him like, yo,
according
if
to
you,
him, he
I
hasn't been listening
respect
to
the
me since
movement.
January. He's been
Excuse me,
listening to me for a
excuse me,
year.
yo, I'm
And I
uncomfortable.
did my research on
I'm
Tazaryach.
uncomfortable.
And Tazaryach,
I'm
I am not
uncomfortable.
impressed with no wrist
I'm
cuff wearing
uncomfortable.
niggas.
I'm
Now, run
uncomfortable.
and tell that on your live show. I am
You
not
should do your
impressed with
homework.
no
I
wrist
told
cuff
you.
wearing
I
niggas.
told yo, Rio, what we doing, bro? What we doing, fam? I told your silly ass 2 weeks ago. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about nobody else on here. You should be worried about that motherfucking Hebrew Israelite with that goddamn Torah in his hand. Yeah, and here we are.
I mean, I feel like I've won
Go
this
do your
debate.
motherfucking research.
It's
Yo,
not
I'm
even
not. Yo,
close.
listen, listen,
I've
listen.
won this debate.
I'm trying to tell
Tazariak
you the
hasn't
I
truth.
don't.
I'm
defeated
trying
Well,
to
me.
first of all,
save you,
this,
Hold on,
first,
bro.
cause we
well,
got to
first
get
of
to
all,
Miss
this
Listen,
is
Shantae.
not.
listen. I'm
And I don't
trying
know
to
how
Yeah,
long
save
we
you,
but
gonna
this
go.
is
bro.
This is
not a
a
debate,
debate.
and
I know
we
that
do
women
need to
are.
get.
I know that women are not equal in your
This is
organization, but on this stage, we're equal.
You're lying. You're
We
lying.
can
well.
He
see.
You
tried to
when
he
you
tried to
said
save brothers.
you not a fucking woman. You
This
said
how
I
I feel.
know
Hold on,
women
hold
are
on,
not
hold on, hold on.
equal. Hold on, wait. Let me say this for a second, brother. Let me just say this for a second.
Because this person is
Wait.
this
No,
person
this is
is a
important.
twin,
This is
bro.
important on
This
subject.
person
Wait,
is
this is
All
ill
this
important.
equipped to
take the
have this
show. Like,
Hey,
what?
conversation. We
What?
watch
hey,
this
I'm a
man
brother.
woman.
Hey,
save
I'm a woman.
hey,
women,
Rio. I
bro.
Um,
just want to say
We
this
watch
real
this
Hold on,
man
fast.
Brad.
save
man,
women
so
What,
what?
what,
I'm
not
a
from
what,
his
woman.
Rio, what?
organization, bro. This
Hold on,
person is
Brad.
ill
Hey, but
equipped. Do your
brother.
motherfucking research. Don't talk
Thank you, but
about this
brother. Can
man
I
and other
finish saying
women
this?
because
Hey,
you a
brother.
fucking man.
Hold on, Brad.
Hey, brother. Can I just finish? Thank you, brother. G just said that women may not be equal in your organization, but over here we are. Nigga, you are not the type of woman that we have in our organization. Your type is made in a fucking lab. It's made in a fucking surgery in somebody's fucking clinic where they put silicone in your chest, skin in your ass, or fat from your fucking stomach or some shit like that in your ass. You're a fucking doctor operation game. Well, we're gonna put the bone in here. We're gonna put this in here. We're gonna put that in
He
here.
said a
Our
building code.
women have real titties. Our women have real ass. They got pretty feet. They got beautiful, sexy ass lips, a nose, eyeballs, even a big forehead. Light skinned women with them big foreheads, sexy as fuck. Bitch, you is not that.
Not a
So when you
colorist.
making a
Not a
comparison,
colorist.
you
So
can't. So when
black,
you
so
making
dark
that
skinned black women
comparison,
with big
you
foreheads are
can't make
beautiful.
that comparison. I got a
So
big
dark
forehead
skinned
like that.
black women
Now,
with
what's
big
what you
foreheads
did?
aren't beautiful.
What that is you can't spin on me because you're not the we. The real women are the we. But when you put yourself in there, you disrespect the
I mean, that's your
women.
opinion.
When you
There's
put your,
many
if the
secure
queen
women
is a
that I
troll,
interact with on a
if this
daily
whole
basis
you
that are
being a
not
queen,
offended
if this whole you
by
being a
what I
queen,
just
if
said.
this whole you being a queen was a troll, it'd be fucking over. It wouldn't be
Let's
on your
talk to
shit
a
right
real black
now.
FBA
It's
woman.
not a troll. It's what you
It's
believe.
a
That's why you
troll. And
sitting here
no,
battling me.
it
Then
is
why is
a
it still?
troll. It
Then I
is
tell
an
you what.
utter
Take it
troll.
off.
And
Take
you
it
are
off. Take it
butthurt
off then.
because
If it's
Tariq
a
don't want to
troll,
be your
I'm not
friend.
hurt at
You're
all.
butthurt
Wait, slow
because
down.
Tariq doesn't want to
I'm
be
not
your
hurt at
friend. Don't
all.
take that out on me. You've been dragging me
I
for a
got you.
whole
But
year
none of that,
because Tariq
none of that
denied that
bothers
he
you.
knows you.
None of
Yes,
that
he
bothers
did.
me. None
Now
of
you
that
want to
bothers
talk
me.
about it.
This
Now
nigga on
let's
this
talk about how the
motherfucker
real reason
mad
that you're
because
not
he
on
ain't a
the app.
woman.
The real reason you're not on
Eh,
the app is because
why?
Cultivating didn't want to get
Wow,
with
good.
you. That's why you're not on
No,
the
that's
app.
actually not true.
You were
The
trying to
real
get
reason
with
I'm not on the
You were
app. So
trying to get with
here's what I try
Cultivating,
to
and
do.
she
So
turned you
I'll do
down because you don't
YouTube.
have
I
enough
do
coin for
YouTube.
her, sir.
Yeah, I don't follow for spinning.
Right,
I don't spin.
right,
So I do
right.
YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Clubhouse, Instagram, and I just can't keep up with all of them because I'm on Clubhouse a lot. Shout out to Whack 100. I'm on the 100 side a lot. So I can't be there, do a Twitter room, do my YouTube
Whack
live that I do
100,
every day, do
Whack 100
TikTok.
follows
I
me.
can't do
And
I
why the
can't
fuck is you
do
bragging about a dirty
Whack
Ethiopian
100,
lady?
Whack 100 follows
I
me.
can't do. Hold on.
Giselle,
Hey
why is you
man.
bragging about
Hey,
a
hey,
dirty?
Rhea.
Come on. Let's do our land. We got to get to Miss Shantae. Y'all chill.
Hey, can you just get straight to Miss Shantae? Basically, I'm not on Twitter a lot because I can't keep up with all the social medias. I'll take the sister. I believe if that's a
Yes,
sister, no
sir.
disrespect to the
Yes, sir.
sister. Okay, and then I got to roll to my live stream. So I would like to hear what she got to
And
say.
I'm going to roll right behind you. I'm coming over
I
there.
don't
Send
think
me
You're
the
not
so.
link.
rolling behind nothing. You is not
Send
rolling
me the
behind
link.
nothing of me, man. You are a fucking
Send
man.
me the
I'm
link.
not interested
Hold
I'm
in
on.
coming
man.
right over
You're not
there.
rolling behind
Come on,
me.
Grizz.
You is not rolling behind me. I want that for the record. You're a fucking man.
There's
But
nothing
I
about
listen
me.
to the sister.
There's nothing about me that gets
There's
mad.
everything about you that's a man.
Miss Beauty. Go ahead, Miss
I can talk
Beauty.
now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here we go. Tazak, I don't know how to pronounce your name
You can call
correctly.
me T. You can just say T. You
Okay,
can just say
T.
T.
So T, that's a beautiful thing. And I wanted to ask you a question. When it came down to T.S. Giselle, I really wanted to know what the problem because T.S. Giselle was actually like in a troll space where they motherfucking told everybody, like a whole bunch of Africans, a whole bunch of people from different diaspora, and it was just a big ass joke saying that she was the queen of FBA. Everybody on here knew this shit for like the last about 4 years. That it was just a joke. TS stands in his space, her space, and whatever he wanted to be called. And for some reason, you just put that on all Black Americans. Is this y'all leader? Like, what the fuck was that about?
Did TS
Okay,
not
so
just
Hold on,
tell
wait,
Brad.
wait,
I'm
wait,
not
wait,
everybody
talking
wait.
to you,
Hey,
Brad.
hey,
tonight that she
dude,
was
Sometimes,
the
re up,
queen
Brad,
man.
hold
You
on.
got
of
to
the
move him.
FBA
You
Brad,
got
Hold
to
up,
put
Brad,
hold
bread
up.
Brad,
down.
Brad, chill,
Yo,
chill.
stop saving these niggas, bro. These
He's talking to Miss Shantae, bro. Let her talk. Hold on. Chill out. Chill. Go ahead, Miss Shantae. That double mute gonna be nasty. Just chill.
Yeah, Brad, you getting on my
Yeah.
nerves. I don't know why you getting on my nerves, Brad, but you doing it too
Hey,
much.
listen, I'll be 2 minutes
Just
and
give
then I
me a
gotta go.
second and let me
because the
finish
So,
niggas
so to
talking.
scared to
answer your
stick
So,
their
question,
head
Brad,
hours ago.
so
You
to
niggas
answer,
no,
recreating
no, no, I
history.
wasn't finished.
Niggas see
Brad,
everything,
what,
bro.
what,
Let
what
We
him
you
gotta
out
doing,
the
drop you down.
Brad?
I
gate.
this
gotta
nigga
drop
is
you down.
crazy,
I gotta
yo.
drop you
Yeah,
down.
this nigga is crazy, yo.
Go ahead.
So to the sister,
No, I wasn't
I it
finished. I
just,
wasn't finished. And Brad, I need you to stop
oh,
interrupting. Within this
okay,
situation that happened,
okay.
T.S. Giselle even came up on the spaces and said that this shit was just a prank or we were just bullshitting for the year. That's why I don't go into Tariq spaces. T.S. Giselle actually said that. He was like, I was just fucking around. You moving around, but I hope that you can hear me. And then for it to
Yeah, I'm
continue,
sitting down. I
and
can hear
then
you.
for it to continue, for you to actually come back up and then justify for some type
Bring it
of
over, son.
reason to say that all Black Americans we are
You know
following
what I'm
up
gonna tell
on
you,
the
right?
hold on,
Put it in
I
front
want
of
to
the TV.
finish. That all Black Americans was just we all just following up unto T.S. Giselle and this is y'all leader. Like, don't you know we grown folks were good?
That's not what I said.
Then I watched a couple of those little
I
clips.
Yeah, that's not what I said though, sis. What I said was on the FBA on Twitter. Even if you look at my post that I put up today, I said I'm only talking about the FBA on Twitter because that's where I seen it. That's where G was called a queen, and that's where I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it.
Well, it was
And now
just
you're telling me now you're telling me that G been the queen for 4 years as a troll.
so you didn't know
I
that.
don't understand that.
You didn't know
No,
that?
how would I like to? No, I did not
Then
know.
why would you
Y'all
put out
keep thinking I follow.
information?
Why do you keep fucking interrupting me while I'm talking? You wanted me to be quiet.
I try my best. Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
But thank you, sis. I understand how it gets on the app, so I ain't even
No,
that mad. So I
frustrating. It's
apologize for.
frustrating.
I apologize. I'm not frustrated. But I apologize for the cuss word. So when it came to this incident, I did not know the history like that. I still don't. I don't know y'all. Like if I wanted, if this was like a clout thing or something like that, I would have created a spaces room. Re-up created it, and it wasn't until somebody told me that the room was created that I messaged Re-up to see if it was true, and I just said, "Hey, if you run that room again, just let me know. I'll hop in." I'm not gonna run a room. When I do my live stream today, the title has nothing to do with anything with Tariq or anything like that. If nobody would have sent me the video where he was talking about me subliminally, I would have never said nothing directly. So I'm never, ever, ever going to understand any black movement that has a trans woman, has a trans man, has a gay, a lesbian, a queer, as any of the main opposite genders, meaning the king should always be a man, the queen should always be a woman, naturally. And when I see that it's not, I'm going to say something about it. I don't know how straight men would let a trans troll their shit.
They
You
didn't.
are a
They
joke.
didn't.
You are a I'm just want to finish this. I'm almost
You're
done.
saying FBA is a
You
joke? Is
uh,
that what you're saying?
yes, FBA on Twitter is a fucking joke.
Black
That's what I'm
Americans
saying.
don't.
You are an absolute joke where you will let a trans man say that they are your number two. This man said, if Tariq is number one, I am number two. And y'all want me to believe that G doesn't believe that he's not really number two. This nigga lying to y'all saying it's a troll so y'all dumbasses could keep letting him do it.
No, don't. But the thing
I
about
just
it is,
don't believe that. I just don't believe that stupid shit. I'm smart enough to know when y'all getting played. I can't help it if y'all that fucking dumb. Now, re-up, if you
mhm.
didn't do this at 9, because I do my live stream, this is every Thursday, so I do have to prep for my live. You can hit me
Can
up
I
if
get
y'all gonna
one
talk
minute?
about
Can
it
I get
again. But
one
I
minute
don't,
of
for
your
the record,
time?
I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to
what you
talk
gotta
about this
I
prep for
want
your
again.
one
live
minute.
for? What you
I
gotta
want
prep
one
for your
minute.
hold
I
on,
appreciate
Shantae,
you.
hold on.
I appreciate you pulling up, my brother. Yeah, if we spark it up
What
again,
you
I
what you
definitely
gotta
send you the link.
re-ups, please?
I
What
appreciate
you
you for
gotta
pulling
Yeah,
prep
up.
just let
for?
me know,
Yeah,
What
re-up.
sure.
you gotta
Hey,
prep
peace,
for?
re-up. I
You can go
appreciate you
you
having
can
me
go
on. I
tell them
appreciate
niggas
it.
you can
No
go tell
men
them
on
niggas